Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Steven here with Team Euphoric, and this is day 17 of the 80 Days to Your Dream Body course. Today's protein source is going to be sardines, and today is a chest training workout. And the theme for today's workout is assisted PNF stretching. So right now, I'm going to be demonstrating how to perform contract relax PNF stretching. Now let's get started. And while we are resting, it is time to move down from the knee to the ankle, and we're going to continue the PNF demonstration. With regard to the ankle, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be focusing on the plantar flexors. And with regard to the plantar flexors, when we are focusing on stretching the plantar flexors, we want to take the patient into dorsiflexion. We're always taking them into the opposite motion of what exactly we are stretching. For this first one, we are going to be taking them straight up at a neutral position. So what I like to do for this one, you could either go ahead and you could place one hand at the distal tibia, and then one hand you could cup the calcaneus. You could lift up and get a little bit of traction, and then lean over with the forearm. And then they could inhale, contract into your forearm, and then exhale, you would lift, lean to get them deeper on the exhale. This is going to be great for tiny patients. If you have a patient that is very, very large, I deal with a lot of football players, basketball players. So this is great if I have a little dancer or someone who's not quite heavy. But if I have somebody heavier, what I like to do is use my trap instead. So what I will do is if I have a heavier patient or a much larger patient, I will traction at the calcaneus. I will dig into my trap, and then I will lift up and lean with my trap. And then I will just ask them to step on the gas. They will inhale, step on the gas, and on the exhale, I will lift, lean, and then just push a little bit deeper into the stretch. With regard to these, when we are stretching the plantar flexors, the main muscles that are going to be involved is going to be the gastrocnemius, both the medial and lateral head, as well as the soleus. For the soleus, we're going to be targeting both the medial fibers and the lateral fibers in this neutral position. And then some secondary muscles that are going to be getting stretched is going to be the tibialis posterior. We're going to be hitting the plantaris and also the fibularis longus or the peroneus longus and the fibularis brevis or the peroneus brevis. Some other ways that we can modify this is by changing the orientation of the foot. So if we want to target a little bit more of the medial aspect of the ankle, what we would do is have them laterally rotate the foot. So when we laterally rotate the foot, we're going to be stretching more of the medial compartment. So if we do the same thing, we just go ahead and stabilize at the distal tibia, grab a hold of the calcaneus, lean, and then push on an angle. This way right over here, we're going to be targeting more of the medial head of the gastrocnemius and the medial fibers of the soleus. All of the muscles are the same. I'm not going to go through everything, but that is basically the way we would do it. And same thing, if we wanted to, we could just go ahead, have them rotate out, grab a hold of the calcaneus, pull out, lift, lean. On the inhale, they would step on the gas, and then on the exhale, lift, lean, get them deeper into the stretch. And then if we wanted to target more of the lateral compartment of the ankle, what we would do is have them go into medial rotation. So the toes are going to be pointing in. Same thing though. We stabilize distal tibia, grab a hold of the calcaneus, lift, lean over, they press on the gas, inhale, and then on the exhale, lift, take them deeper into the stretch. And if you prefer, again, if it's a larger patient, you would just have them go into medial rotation, so the toes are pointing in. And if they're doing medial rotation, it would be wise to do opposite side. So I'm going to do it on this side, that way you could get a better idea, but you would have them toes pointing in, you traction by pulling on the calcaneus, lift, take them into the stretch. They inhale, push on the gas, and then exhale, pull, take them deeper into the stretch. When we have the toes pointed in, we're going to be getting a lot more stretch in the lateral head of the gastrocnemius, more so than the medial, and a lot more of the lateral fibers of the soleus, more so than the medial fibers of the soleus. But our rest period is up, time for set number 4. That was just a tiny taste of what can be found in my members only section. If you enjoyed it, become a member for only $5 a month to get access to hundreds of member only videos.